something within their career. At least we can fundraise and be able to pay for transportation of these young men and young women as they come to serve the Lord. There's a room that we have set aside, which today we were hoping can receive a blessing, but I think maybe we'll hold on until next Sunday. But in that room, when you enter there, you take a photo, we charge you 15 kwacha for an electronic photo. We want you to come. You all look very nice on Sundays when you come to church. I don't know about the other days, but you look very nice. Why not come through? You take a photo, you pay a 15 kwacha, and we are... Let me talk about our vision to move into the new person who came all the way from Kwahai, got to some place. I don't know if it was my mother there. And Kisituna say, this is very big. How can they have such a big TV? And there was one Kaonde man who was passing by, and he saw an opportunity and said, I'm going to make money out of this one. Paying. You bring money for watching this particular TV. And that Kaonde man went on to be a successful businessman and even opened a school like Unilas, where there is a lot of everyone else who is going to be educated in every aspect. That big TV that you see on the streets, if we can, that is what we are seeing as we move into the new church. It's not far from now. It's very near. Please dream with us. Please help us. Make sure that when you are into the new sanctuary, so as communication, our dreams are big about the new sanctuary, and we want you to dream with us. If you can support us in any, enjoy this service and be a part of what we are doing as communications. Thank you very much. Let me invite my brother, Mr. Kambili, to just come and give a talk on the youth adult. He will introduce it himself.
Good morning, congregation. Kindly beam it for me, media. Thanks very much. This is part of communication. My name is Kambili Chilufya from Dwe Doctrine, Worship and Evangelism. I'm just doing a quick 5 minutes presentation just to tell you about one of the groups that was just approved by the church leadership. We are grateful, as well as the Congregation Council. It's called the Young Adults Fellowship. Now, a lot of young adults in the church have been complaining that there's been no, way of addressing their needs in the church. And the church, through Dwe, this program was birthed and developed, and we thought it could be launched today, and then we'll be able to have this group established. Now, and why do we need it in church? First of all, the first slide, you're moving fast. First of all, it comes as a feedback from the church. You recall during the retreat that we had, that it was talked about and it was raised as an important issue. Secondly, the need to groom young leaders in the church. Uncle Washington Zimba keeps talking about it, that we have grown, we are old. We need young people to take over. Thirdly, there is need to keep young adults prayerfully and spiritually sound, and also to support them in managing people, power, and influence. Then also to help them to navigate changes in their lives as they grow into adulthood. Then also to help them remain cautious and prayerful. And all those items that we've mentioned. Next slide. I just have a few minutes. These are just some of the, I think go back. There's one slide you've missed. Go back. Communication, please. Going back, you are going in front. Okay, thanks very much. I just wanted to speak to you on these slides. Who are the young adults? These are basically young people above the age of 25, up to about 36, although it's debatable. Others are saying it may even go up to 38 and somewhere there. These are young people who are transitioning into independence stage. Some of them have completed schools. And when you ask them, can you go to youth? They will say, "Ku youth kwaba ichi." Can you go into MCF and WCF at Kwaba Kote? But then they need to be kept in church. And some of them, these are the young people you see, they come on Sunday and immediately after the service, they drive out and off they go. And they are not being kept in church. And also they are beginning to, join decision-making tables. They are becoming leaders in families, but the church has a role to support them. Then also they are building stable relationships, marriages, and networks, and taking more family and personal responsibilities. They, like I said, they feel like they can't fit in all these three groups, but they need to be addressed. Now you can move to the next slide and the next, and then next. Okay. These are just some of the key topics that want to be addressed in Young Adults Fellowship. Managing money, people, and power. Very important. You've seen a 27, 28 years old, they start working, start having money, and they get lost in the world. We want to address that subject. Morality and integrity of being independent. Some of them, when you just hear he is living alone, it becomes a problem to him and to the rest of the people around them. Some of them are young people that, they are graduates from universities and they need to manage people who are older. Imagine I'm given as young, I may not be in the young adults group, but I can imagine the days that I left university, go into work, and I'm given work to supervise and charity lumpa. That would be very, very difficult for me. And that is why they need to be trained. Managing their personal health. Some of them, I was talking to Dr. Kilembe the other time, these are young people, we hear suicide cases and things like that. These have to be addressed. Next slide. Now, one of the questions people might ask is, will it conflict with the existing groups like the Youth Fellowship and the WCF and MCF? No. The whole point is to bring this in the group. Rather than them, they don't attend any grouping in the church. And then it's from there that other groups, such as the WCF, the MCF, can begin to identify some of these young leaders to continue and pick up from them. There are no payments required, and there will be both physical as well as virtual meetings. The good part is not every week, it's not every day, but it's once a month with a specific issue to address amongst them. So basically, we have received guidance from Reverend Silwenga, who has blessed this program and say he would like to address these young adults. Hopefully, next Sunday will be Holy Communion Sunday, but the other Sunday, we can have a quick contemporary service in the afternoon to meet this Young Adults Fellowship. Now, next slide. These are just the contacts for registration. I think Gift Mdenda is here. We forgot to put his line. Please, Dorothy is just seated next to you there. You can put his line there. So these are just some of the young people that have agreed to be part of this Young Adults Fellowship. Lastly, let's go back to the first slide that I talked about in terms of age group. The first slide that shows the age group.